Greetings newborns, FiOth here, and in this vid we're gonna go over the Stalker build that got me through the game. It's been what I've been using, less optimized for level 30. I didn't go above that. To maximize a super, one of the ultimates, you have to go to 32, but I thought that most people usually reach around 25 to 30 if they go for the not even once trophy, that's biting no NPCs throughout a run. So I capped it at 30. I killed a lot of enemies throughout the game, trekking back and forth, so I suppose those 5s added up to quite a bit of XP. I did pretty much all the investigations and I didn't beat anyone, so you can get to 30 the way I did if you take care of the side quests and check for events that unfold after you sleep and so on and so forth. The tools we'll be using in this one are: you have to go with autophagy, whether you like it or not. I just got it to level 2 to heal aggravated damage. My aggressive is claws. It's both effective and thematic, and I maxed it out on the lower path for 720 damage and 10 stun per cast. For defensive, coagulation, going the low path, so you will draw 20 blood every time you stun someone and you stop them in their tracks. As you saw in the gameplay I posted, you can do some interesting things both in case of attacking a single target and attacking a group of enemies, and crowd managing by stunning and disabling one at a time so you can deal with the rest. For tactical, I go Shadow Veil, the upper path, plus 250% damage when you attack through your veil. This will be very interesting if you use a high damage two-handed weapon as your initiator for combat whilst you get out of the shadows, like the scythe you saw in the video. For ultimate, I am using Abyss. It's level 4. As I said, to get it to level 5 you need to be level 32, and I didn't really want to go there. It disables an enemy unless he rolls a resist, and you can pretty much do whatever you want with them up until the point where they're standing up from the attack if they survive the initial damage and your combo. So a good idea to deal with a Vocal, for example, that has a ton of HP would be to go Abyss. You keep them in the air, then you veil, you attack out of your veil, you do 250% more damage. Then when they try to retaliate, use coagulation, you stop them in their tracks again, hit them with a couple of hits, and then with the claws, and well, if they survive all that, it will be just a couple more hits with a one-handed fast weapon to take them out. I went level 4 to body, physical prowess and blood capacity, so I wouldn't have to spend thousands to upgrade to level 5, and I just got hard biting to level 2 to get to 30, because the build was pretty much done at 29. So that's it for the abilities, and we'll move on with the weapons. What I ended up using was a true Dragon Bane as my one-handed that boasts a magnificent 423 damage if you go all damage and 1 level of blood absorption. You can go blood absorption or you can go 1 level of stamina reduction, but really the effect is minute. So since the weapon draws blood with every second hit due to its hidden perk after level 2, you can just go for a little bit more blood drain. For ranged, you go for the perfect pump action if you want to have 3 in the mag. It deals a tremendous amount of damage. It's 624 at the moment and it would go 672, but I preferred to go, or I opted to go for incendiary damage since it really messes up every creature of the night that's not a human, and since the highest difficulty enemies are probably the undead, it's a good idea to invest in incendiary. For my two-handed, I went with a perfect scythe all the way for damage 40%, but I have to tell you guys, this build can be achieved without killing anyone, since all the weapons you see here are weapons you get from looting the environment. There are better weapons in each category that drop from NPCs if you kill them. For example, if you kill Edwina, you can get her double-barreled, and the damage output on that thing is insane, but you have to kill an NPC. If you want, you can ditch the scythe and you can go for the second mace you can get. It has a very specific name. You have to kill Dr. Tippett and get his keys to get it from the morgue. The damage output by the end is crazy, and it also causes stun, and it's a beast in every aspect. You can go with a common mace and make it a perfect mace. Like you see here, it caps at 396 and you can go for plus 40%, which is very, very good as well, but that isn't up there with the mace you get by killing an NPC. In this game, everything you get by being an asshole is better than what you get if you're the good guy. And I suppose this is understandable, since they wanted to make it more difficult for people who follow the honorable path. So, you checked the gameplay, you checked my gear. Again, a quick rundown of what you can do when you enter an encounter. Just focus on the big enemy, use your ultimate. Whilst he is disabled, cloak with veil, attack him with a scythe I'm sorry, or your highest damage melee weapon. As soon as you attack him, quickly switch so you can have a main hand and a shotgun on the other hand. Perform a couple of hits. When they stand up, use coagulation to stop them in their tracks and draw their blood. Attack them again, and if they survived all the onslaught, just use a couple of hits, then your claws, and then empty the shotgun in their face. Like, I found no enemy apart from bosses who could withstand the onslaught of such a combo. This was my build of choice whilst going through the game and doing pretty much everything. I hope you find it useful. I will be making more vids like this for you. I'm making more Vampyr content every day. So sub, like, and share if you found this useful. And until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers.